What's up guys, it's Rogue Potato here. Today we're going to be going over some tips and strategies to help you complete all 25 combat commendations. Bear in mind that there may be alternative methods to some of these. I'm simply showing you what worked best for me, and hopefully that will work best for you. If you know of another method or have some tips to share of your own with the community for any combat commendation, let me know in the comments below. Let's start this off with the simple commendations. Some commendations are self-explanatory, like the Ammo Specialist merit and the Combat Proficiency merit. For those, you simply just need to do as they say. Get kills with grenades, special ammo, etc. Commendations like these will complete themselves over time, so no need to focus too much on them. The Heavy Support Distinction commendation also falls into this category. If you haven't managed to pick this one up without noticing, just head over to the Grand Washington Hotel mission in Downtown East on normal or story difficulty. At the very end, after killing the boss and traveling down the elevator, there is a mounted gun. Just jump on the gun and go to town on every enemy you see, and you should complete this commendation without much issue. Next, we have all the combat merits related to each mission. Their requirement is that you complete the mission on hard while getting 20 headshots. For these, I found that I didn't need to change my preferred loadout of assault rifle and submachine gun to complete. Most missions have ample engagements, so as long as you get 2 to 4 headshot kills per engagement, you'll be fine. Though, if you want to play it safe, throw on a strong secondary sniper like the Model 700 to land easy headshot kills. If you don't have one, you should be able to craft it by the time you're level 30. Next, we have the Elite Accuracy and Melee Recognition Awards. These require you to destroy a weak point on an elite enemy without missing a shot, and to land a melee final blow. Again, both are pretty straightforward. I recommend using a sniper to destroy the weak point simply because it will only take one shot to destroy, reducing the chances of missing a shot. For the melee final blow, simply weaken an elite hostile to the point they only have a little bit of health, and then use your melee to finish them off. I realize in this clip the enemies are just red bars, but it at least gives you an idea of how to do both of these commendations. Bonus points for those who complete both commendations on the same enemy. Next, we move on to the Rapid Targeting Award. If you followed one of my suggestions from my tips and tricks video, you may have already completed this one. All it requires is that you shoot down an enemy grenade in midair. My suggestion is to use a high rate of fire weapon, and watch for the grenade symbol to pop up over an enemy's head just before they throw it. Doing this should make it very easy for you to shoot down enemy grenades. Now we move on to the more difficult commendations. The Armor Breaker commendation requires basically you to just be a little bit cautious. To complete this, find a tank class enemy. I find that working from the bottom up is best. You'll want to shoot the armor off both legs, arms, then chest, and then the helmet. You'll know you're doing it right because the enemy will stagger after each piece of armor breaks off. Armor pieces also show blue damage numbers when you shoot, so you can easily tell if a limb still has armor. After breaking all the enemy's armor, simply kill him. If at any point you are in melee range, all you have to do is simply roll away to avoid his attack. The next two commendations, Accuracy Distinction and Marksman Distinction, can be completed at the same time. You'll want to grab a powerful sniper rifle with a 12x scope for this one because being able to one-shot a red bar enemy is key. Head to the northwestern side of the Washington Monument when it's under enemy control. Make sure to clear out the surrounding area of enemies before continuing. Just make sure not to attack the monument as you're doing so. Use the same small building I'm using in this video as both cover and a guide for how far away you need to be so you meet the 80-meter requirement. This building is approximately 90 meters out, and for reference, enemy health bars come into view around 100 meters. Now, this method is a little cheesy, but it gets the job done. Simply land a headshot on a red bar enemy and run directly away from the monument. Once your minimap goes from the alerted version back to the non-combat version, head back, rinse, and repeat. Do this process 5 times to complete both commendations. Finally, that leaves us with what I consider to be the most difficult of all commendations, the Battlefield Awareness Distinction commendation. So this one requires you to get a total of 6 kills, 3 primary and 3 secondary in that order from an elevated position without taking damage or missing a shot. Quite the challenge for sure. Now, I tried to complete this solo, and for the life of me, I always seemed to take damage as I was doing this, so it was nearly impossible. If you have a good solo method that anyone can achieve, let me know in the comments. So with that being said, my recommendation is to grab at least one other agent and head over to the Air and Space Museum. Make sure you have 2 sniper rifles equipped to limit your chances of a stray bullet missing and having to start all over. There are a few good elevated positions here, but I found the first large open room where you must destroy the 4 consoles to be the best. Simply go up the stairs that are in front of you as you walk into the room, let your group members draw aggro and weaken enemies for you. Then simply get 3 kills with your primary, and then the same with your secondary, and you're done. Keep in mind as you're doing this, there's really no need to go for headshots, and I'd also recommend waiting until the target is stationary before firing. If for some reason you mess up and run out of enemies, destroy the 4 consoles to spawn a few more enemies and have everyone on your team die to reset the encounter. There you have it, guys. You should now be able to get all the combat commendations with relative ease. I'll be releasing videos with tips on the other commendations in the near future, so if you're looking to complete them, keep an eye out here. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day, agents.